There it is.
Hey.
This is, you know, stuff happens. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. I'll be honest. I might have abandoned this game if I logged back in and my keybinds weren't right.
If you log back in and what?
And my keybinds were wrong.
Yeah, I'll
Why
be
am I
real.
a blue mage again?
I don't know. I don't know why you're on Blue Mage.
I don't recall turning back to blue mage before I logged out. I think I'm cursed.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, Realm Reborn was a interesting time for the game.
I remember when people got really mad that they made the grapes higher res.
I feel like most of that was joking anger.
I was mad about it.
Although I also would not be surprised if some people were actually mad about it. I think that.
I did not have enough invested into grapes to be mad about it, but
Mhm.
I was mad about it because it was something so minor and it didn't matter. I was mad about it because it was just like, why would you change the bad grapes? The bad grapes did nothing to you. How dare you?
Bad grapes made things look worse, so Square Enix said, "No, make it look better."
Wasn't one of the major problems with like pre ARR the fact that everything
That
was too high res?
I mean, 1.0 used Final Fantasy 13's engine.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
I was gonna say, so yes, very much so. Yes.
Gravel Golem? I didn't even know I had a Gravel Golem. Okay, you're my friend. The Sands of Debt.
Yeah, you're clearing up. I think 2.1 story now. Oh no, that's Samurai questline. Also, hello.
You're the samurai guy. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hello. Are you a bard?
Yes,
I want
I
to be a
have a
bard.
bow. It's really not fun until you hit like 60.
How dare you tell me that something in this game isn't fun?
It's almost like I played this game.
Shh.
It's almost like I played this class at 90 and still like it said, you know what? You know what would be an easier class to play? Dancer.
Okay, you know what? You be nice. I'm gonna make you something to make you happy. Let's
Oh, hey, by the way, before I forget.
okay.
All right. So what am I waiting for?
I'm gonna make you something fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have 97 of these. What the fuck? I love remembering how much of a maniac I was with gathering in this game. Okay. Where's the shop? Where's the shop? Where's the player marketplace?
This way.
Wait, why is my run on the wrong thing?
I don't know.
Shh, Shion, don't tell Lasra I'm gonna make her. I don't know why I'm making this, but it's to make her not be grumpy or whatever.
I'm
Why
not
was I
even
making
that
you this?
upset. I'm not even upset. What?
Shh, here it is.
Visible confusion.
Okay, I can buy one of these for two of the. What the fuck? Why is that so expensive? I'm not buying that. Here, this one. It's 64 gil. Okay. Oh, hey, Lily's here. Okay. Let's make this thing. Okay, how do I play this game? um,
How do I play this game? She says.
you shut the fuck up.
No, that was really funny.
Effects of touch. That one. And then I want to do.
Yes, hello, kitty cat. Oh, remind me
Oh.
where Lily is in the story.
Wait, I made that wrong. 1 second. I need to make it high quality.
Did you see Lily?
She was dancing in front of the market board.
Ah, she is missing now.
These are expensive. What the fuck?
Where are you? I'm back at standing in front of the market board.
Okay, let's try this again and not be a complete idiot. Because I can't do math. That would make sense.
You need glamour prisms or
This.
dispellers?
Do one of those. Because I have a brain sometimes.
There we go.
Nice. You know, crafting in this game's easy.
No, it's pretty easy until you get to like the master recipes.
Okay, I got you a really good gift.
I see it in the text chat.
You don't look at the text chat. Fuck you.
Here, I'll give you something I made you too.
Here, I'll also give you the bad one that I made first.
Fair enough.
And a tip.
I don't know why you're giving me the tip.
How much money do you have?
652,000.
I have 2 million.
Ooh. It's really pretty.
What did you give me?
Ah, the Sombrit stuff. Nice.
Wait, did that go
Gave you-
directly into my armory?
It might have.
I think it did. Why do I have 3 high-quality bomb ash?
You probably killed a bomb?
Why do I have 3 of them? And why are they all high quality?
It's a phenomenal question, I'll be honest with you. Oh.
I'm
I
not
just
even
realized-
allowed to wear this. Oh, wait. Okay, I might be allowed to wear this. Rainbow Okay, fine. Just because it says it's rainbow. I like rainbows.
Good. I've just been stabbed by Lily.
Hey, Sean, look.
She
Look,
took-
look at this. Look at this. Have at you. Hiya!
Amateurs.
Wait, what's that one? Oh, that's the tanky thing.
Yeah.
Wait, why do I have a tank ability as a samurai?
Because when it procs, because when you take damage during it, you will also fill your Kenki gauge, which you do not have to worry about until level 52.
Does it tell me that it does that once I get to that level? Does it update its
It,
thing?
it will update its thing. Yes, it will update the text description.
Okay, good. Because I will definitely forget about that.
Oh.
How do I play this one? What? Spinning image. Gus slash. Trick attack. Delivers an attack to the see. 400. Increases damage deal to a target. Trick attack. Throw in dagger.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they also reworked Ninja a bit.
Ah, I never even got there.
No, I know you. Well, I mean,
Mod.
you did. You got Trick Attack.
I'm still a rogue.
Yeah, Trick Attack is the thing you get as a rogue.
Okay, so I never got to ninja. I can't do any of my attacks just out in the wild as this class.
Nope. No, you cannot.
Okay, you've selected Regicide.
Indeed. You now have to go inform people that you've killed the Moogle King.
The Moogle's dead. Long live the Moogle, I guess. Why do people say that? Or the king is dead, or the queen is dead, long live the queen?
Because...
Is that long live the new queen? Is that
new
what that's
queen,
implying?
yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I took this, but I took this, I guess.
See, I always kind of assumed that it was, like, making fun of the fact that the queen's dead. Like...
Oh, no.
Like, haha, the queen is dead. Everyone used to say long live the queen. Say it now, nerds.
No, and now it's just... No, it's just... Oh, yeah, the old queen is dead. The new queen is alive. And may she live forever, kind of thing.
Oh god, Fallen Ace.
Oh. Is that...
Chaos.
Did you teleport to the wrong spot?
No.
Okay.
I teleported to the closest thing.
You know what? You're good. You'll get left side. I don't need to make you left side.
How dare you? Ah, nerd. You didn't even give me your goddamn card. God damn it. I will play Triple Triad too much. You know I will.
Yes. Yes, you will. If I could, I would rescue you right now out of it.
Fallen Ace means you can beat an ace with a 1, right?
Yes.
I don't have 1s on my cards except for 1 in each Tola.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I can't. It's the worst game ever. Oh, wait, I won. I think I would win anyways, because I was first. You have 2 cards I don't have. I want to collect all the cards. That was like something that I was doing, I remember.
I also remember that. Please don't torture yourself like that.
But I like collecting the cards.
We're here for you, Lucy. We're here for you.
I was having fun doing it. I'm not in denial.
Chill, what are you?
You flipped my behemoth with a chocobo. How dare you?
I mean, did you see what that...
Oh my god. Well...
Ah.
I need to remember what goddamn cards you have. I used to be good at this.
Used to, and then you took like a year break.
Shh.
Longer than a year, actually, now that I think about it.
It was 437 days. I think.
Yeah, that tracks. I see, Sean. That's how you ride the stupid bird.
Fallen Ace, god damn it.
Lucy?
Yeah?
I do strongly recommend that you please stop.
I want one of the 2 cards at least. This is a guy that wasn't here before.
Mm.
This is like a new Triple Triad player.
See, I got no idea why you'd be here, Shion. I'm not even gonna pretend. I got no idea. Oh, you have the Shiba horse, though. I mean, what?
Who?
Don't worry about it.
I would never worry.
Good.
Is it just me, or are card drops, like, worse than they used to be?
Well, they probably are. They're pretty bad. They were always bad, but pretty bad.
Shion has all horses.
Oh, nice. Not that it's, so that's very nice. Nice to have the Kieran.
Why? Okay. Wait.
I will be right back.
This might be bad. Damn it. But actually, you should get one of their cards. What cards have they been using? I don't know what that is. I think I have Kane-sama. God damn it. Okay. Oh, just give me a card. Oh, this place. I remember this place. Hello, Puknipak. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mukumog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Mugakind owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, I sense Rai wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery and service to the Twelveswood and Removal shall not be forgotten, Lucia. My sister would doubtless wish to hear the tale of great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand to treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. I still have paint stains all over my hands. I was painting at work today. I doused my hands in acetone afterwards, but it didn't get all the paint off. Wait, where are we going towards? I love the effects on the Reapers. Oh yeah, there's a Valentine's event going on, isn't there?
I'm back. Sorry.
Hello.
What have I missed?
I bought a prismatic heart right and left.
I see. Also, hi,
Oh!
Shion. Also, yes, this is the mount for doing the 4th floor of the raid tier on Savage. Nope, don't want that one. Oh, well, I guess I have the pod. I forgot I have the pod.
Wait, what language did I just learn?
Random mount. Oh, I know. I know my favorite one I have. AKA the indication I've been playing this game too much. I'm a goddamn elephant.
Yes. It's the best.
That's just rude. Stop shooting my elephant.
Lisette de Valentillon.
Oh, they're gonna do the Valentine's event.
Frilled emissary attire coffer. As dawnlight kisses sky above, so too eternal beams my love. Though dusk may drown the world in grey, the night shall taste... Why, hello there! You, my dear adventurer, have an unmistakable gleam of a woman who would champion the cause of love, of Valentine's Day. If you have a moment, I should be much obliged to hear your thoughts upon a certain matter of the heart. Of my heart, to be precise. You see, my sister Astrid has been, demanding, to lead the celebrations this year. Yet, while her enthusiasm does her credit, I simply cannot shirk my responsibilities as head emissary of Ardor. No matter what I say, she refuses to budge on the matter, but perhaps she would, heed reason were to come from an impartial party. And such charming one at that, so I beg of you, will you not try to talk some sense into her?
So you get to get a nice little outfit from this.
Yeah. I heard what my sister told you, but I simply must be allowed to oversee the festivities this year. I have my reasons. Lisette herself has has a love, yet she devotes all her time and energy to the happiness of others when she should be focusing on her own. I must confess, I didn't always approve of my sister's choice of partner, with his lowly upbringing. I had believed Hortefence didn't deserve her. Haven't I heard of Hortefence before?
Maybe.
Isn't that just like a person that's been around at some point?
Probably.
I feel like I recognize that name, and I don't know why that name sticks out to me after not playing for so long.
I could not tell. I'm gonna be real. I could not tell you.
I feel like Hortefence was a name that I made fun of like 3 years ago.
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is.
But through my work as an emissary, I've come to realize that such things as birth and station matter not so long as there is love. And you should be embracing, this occasion to foster that love instead of worrying about others. Look here, Astrid, I appreciate your concern, I do, but the reputation of House Valentillon hinges on the success of these celebrations. As lady of the house, I've labored to ensure that everything has gone smoothly, year in and year out. Failure is not an option, you understand this, yes? I know this full well, sister, and I won't fail less. I even have the assistance of our new emissary in training. What do you think, Adventure? I say leave it to Astrid, and if it'll make you feel better, I'll help too. Well now, who am I to turn away and offer help from such a charming adventure? Nod. Is that the most I've ever said, by the way, in that response?
Holy fuck, what's going on?
Yes, with your good self watching over Astrid, I believe I can entrust this year's celebration to her with an easy heart. Why is she so short? I hereby leave our legacy in your hands. So long as you stay true to your heart, you will surely do us proud.
That is fair, Shion.
And even should something go awry, fret not. There is little I cannot fix with my indubitable charms. Right then. Suppose I'll go and embrace the spirit of the season. Is that a euphemism? Okay.
Like,
Phew, with the set gone, we may finally begin our work. Speaking of which, I must immediately impose upon you. Originally, I was meant to make the rounds with Emily, our new recruit, to advertise the event we shall be hosting later on. However, now that
Shion, can you send me a message on Discord real quick? I need to take care of something.
However, now that I've officially assumed my sister's responsibilities, I'm required to remain here at her post. Might you accompany Emily in my stead? Thank you. Pray wait a moment while I fetch her. Ahem. In Love's fine season, our task is one, to spread gay tidings to all in one, or allow me to present our new apprentice of affection. Yes, well, the dress is quite a departure from my usual attire, but if I am to follow in Lisette's footsteps, I naturally must adopt her lovely image. Nice to meet you, Adventurer. My name's Emily. It will be my pleasure to advertise the festivities together. Let Emily know when you're ready to fly forth upon the wings of ardor and spread the word of happy congregation. Why are they so short?
Oh.
Ow, my neck. Hello, Emily. Shall we be off then? This being my first time promoting an event, I'm not certain how to start talking to strangers. May I ask you to take the lead? You don't talk to people, you put up flyers. Thank you. I'll be sure to observe you closely. Now then, shall we first head to the Leather Workers Guild? I dare say some folk there will be interested in our event.
Alright, well, while you do this for a bit, I'm gonna do some other stuff.
You can leave Emily behind by entering a different area where they're speaking with her and selecting the option to part ways. Wish I have Emily accompany you again. Return to speak to her at the original location. Encounter conversation points along the way, additional topics of discussion. Living areas, introduce our next together. Okay.
Because while you do this, I'm gonna do just some random daily stuff I need to do.
How dare you do random daily stuff?
I know. Don't worry, I'll be around when you're ready to take on the next Titan. Titan? Primal.
Look, you can just see the amphitheater from here. I simply love Valentine's Day. The soft colors, the hearts, the adorable costumes. I'm so glad I found the courage to ask Lisette if I could become an emissary. It's nothing short of a dream come true. Hello, idle resident. Looks like I'm early. Wonder if there's something to do to pass the time. Come and celebrate Valentine's Day with us.
You're missing an option because you haven't gotten through Shadowbringers yet.
Cheerful and to the point. That I can do. Our Valentine's Day celebrations are being held in Mikado's amphitheater. There will be costumes and merrymaking and a special congregation where participants profess their love. Please join us if you have the time. Well, no, that does sound like fun. I'll head over at once. Thanks for letting me know. I phrased that as a question because I thought the other person was talking.
I don't really blame you.
That went well. Let's keep up the good work. Next, let's head to the shaded bow. Let's head up to the shaded bower. On the way to the markets. Oh, and I shall try taking the lead this time. Your example is most inspiring. Is there something to say again?
It's just same thing as before. If you're in the same spot,
How dare you?
I know. How dare I, or how dare somebody else?
How dare
How,
this one?
hmm. I forgot. I forgot that the fucking warrior weapon from Pandemonium's first tier was just a giant hammer.
There's no shortage of of Valentine's Day gift or Valentine's gifts to choose from at the markets. By all accounts, the most popular chocolate is from the Bismarck. Are you planning to give a special someone a gift too? Assuming you have the skills. They say nothing conveys your feelings quite like chocolates made yourself. And if you're thinking flowers, the red Azalea rose never fails to please. Yeah, sure thing. Nothing so fun as finishing up a good day's work. Come and celebrate Valentine's Day with us. We're hosting Valentine's Day celebrations at Mikado's Amphitheater. Come join us for refreshments, costumes, and special events where participants will get their reflections. A handsome invitation from a handsome lass. How could I refuse? I'll bring my wife too. She loves our festivals. Wonderful. We look forward to seeing you there. Handsome. If anything, I wanted to be winsome. Just have to try harder next time, I suppose. Well, let's make our way through the ebony stalls into the Centaur's Eye.
Hey, nothing's sincerely wrong with handsome though. Let's be real.
I, I still love just seeing people just sitting in a random place crafting.
I have found let's say I have found my spot. Do not disturb me.
Me crafting out like in the middle of the rainforest, surrounded by corals.
Yep.
This is my brother-in-law's shop. He proposed to my sister on Valentine's Day, and they've been inseparable ever since. Okay.
Neat.
Oh, this one is cutscene.
Ooh.
Very good morning to you, miss. Do you not simply adore the sweet season of ardor and affection?
No.
Oh, you're one of the Valentine's Day people, I take it. Indeed I am. Over at Mikado's Amphitheater, we're hosting a delightful event of gorgeous opportunities people of your consent. Well now, what a passionate and dashing emissary you are. Thanks for the invitation. Good luck with the festivities.
I love the idea that like he's given that they've given this that proposal just so many times. They're just like, oh, let's do this as possible.
Dashing? I know it was in kindness, but I just... No, there's no time to complain. Not when actress is trying so hard to do her sister proud. Every time I see myself in a cutscene, I just notice more and more that my...
Notice more and more.
I just notice more and more that my Dragoon armor's, like, chest plate is definitely stabbing me directly in the kidney every time I bend forward.
Yes. Yes, it is.
She was hesitant about the dress. Such attire doesn't become her. But she donned it anyway in order to be like Lisette, and she positively shines in it, don't you think? It was to help her shine even brighter that I decided to wear this suit. I believed it would serve to provide contrast when when we're side by side on stage. But this simply isn't me. I've always preferred to look ladylike, adorable, and being called handsome and dashing reminds me how far from myself I am right now. I need to persevere. I know this. It isn't time to be selfish, and yet... I'm sure Astrid would want you to feel comfortable. I really like how I talk, because it just looks like I'm going... Nyah, 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 nyah. Truly?
Not wrong.
Then perhaps I'll speak with Astrid about it. It's something about the Makote fangs.
Oh yeah, no, the Makote things really do make it look like you're just like eating your bottom lip sometimes.
I'll need a moment to gather my thoughts, but let's meet back at the amphitheater shortly. Chondrite?
There we go. There's the expert.
I feel really bad for the people who make this game.
What is that?
Because they already went through, like, you know, iron, silver, gold, and, like, then they went through, like, mithril and, like, mithrite and, like, stuff. And then, just, like, as new stuff comes out, they just have to keep making up stupid names for ores.
Well, that's what they have. That's what they have the older Final Fantasies for.
They're out of ideas now.
Yes.
Ah, there you are. I tried gathering my thoughts, but I don't know how I should broach the subject with Astrid. Nevertheless, I'm determined to speak with her, and I would be grateful for your presence.
Forgot Double Down exists.
I mean, Emily, if you really want, you can just, like, just speak your feelings. That's what Valentine's Day is all about. Welcome back, my messengers of messages. How fared your efforts? Oh, splendidly. We met many souls eager to celebrate the season of love. But if I may, there's something I wish to discuss with you. Later, perhaps. You're looking a little pale, Astrid. Are you feeling well? Oh, fret not, Emily. I'm simply blanched with anticipation for today's most lovely events. Piqued with pleasure, as it were. Or, weak with, I mean. Oh, who am I fooling? The truth is, people have been bombarding me with compliments on my appearance. Every second person is saying I look sweet or adorable. It's been positively exhausting. As a daughter of nobility, I know I ought to desire such praise. Beauty and grace are highly commendable virtues in our circles, after all. But one day I met a knight, a fellow daughter of a noble house, and I found myself drawn to her strength and gallantry. Our famous ancestor, Countess Arabelle, was also a skilled warrior, you know. Alas, I've never had the physical disposition for such a rigorous calling. And though I find comfort in incorporating the spirit of chivalry into my guise and mannerism, if I'm to be an emissary worthy of succeeding Lisette, I must accept the attire that comes with the position and set aside my own preferences. Embracing one's own preferences is also an expression of love. Self-love.
You're just a Charlie Brown adult.
Exactly. All the Charlie Brown adults were Makote. It may be said that to prefer is to love. Still, as an emissary, I can't allow my personal concerns to interfere with duty. Hey, do you think that this is maybe the reason why Lisette thought that she might not be ready?
Yeah, you know.
Astrid, I know your feelings all too well, for I have them too. Though, in reverse to you. I find it uplifting to be called sweet or adorable, yet I find anything about this, yet I feel anything but in this handsome suit. As emissaries of love, our duty is to help people embrace their hearts, but how are we to do this if we don't embrace our own? If we don't love ourselves and pursue our own happiness? You're right, Emily. You're absolutely right. There I was, chatting Lisette for ignoring her own happiness, yet here I am, guilty of doing the very same thing. In order to become a great emissary like my sister, I believe that I needed to emulate her completely, but that isn't the case. No, as my sister herself advised, I need to stay true to my heart. Only then can I hope to become the best emissary that I can be. Were it not for your encouragement, Astrid and I might have continued to be miserable, trying to be someone we're not. Thank you for helping us to be true to ourselves. Come, Emily. Let's let us trade outfits at once. Just so, to succeed someone doesn't mean you have to imitate them. Now that Astrid has learned this, she's truly ready to take over the Valentine legacy. Which means we can start considering our future in earnest, among other things. I still need to pay my respects to your family. Yes, well, we'll get around to it soon enough. Ishgard wasn't built in a day, you know. Everybody in this universe is just so good at nodding.
They really are. It's rather impressive.
I feel like
you think they've spent a lifetime doing it.
I feel like people in our world should be better at nodding, just so we would have to nod instead of saying more stuff. Just like a solid nod can impart so much, like, meaning.
Yes.
Not even just yes, but just like, I understand. You feel me, right?
Nod.
You have access to the Valentine ceremony. It's seasonal instance. To enter the venue, speak with House Valentine, servant at Mikato Amphitheater. Ceremony instance designed for a party of 2. There are no class, job, or level requirements for participation. But you can register for the ceremony. Alone, your partner will be found via the matching system.
Well, I'm in the middle of a dungeon, but I'll be there in a bit.
Get the fuck to the Valentine's Day event!
I said I'll be there in a bit.
And here I was gonna go find whatever rose they said was good and give it to you. I also don't remember what rose they said.
I don't blame you. I don't remember. I'll be real. I kind of just ignored the story part of it.
How dare you?
I know. I'm the worst. I know I'm the worst person.
Absolutely.
Celeste does not feel good in a dungeon.
How do I turn all this stuff into glamour again? I need a plate.
You need prisms. And then you go to...
I need to go to my room in the inn, right?
Yes.
Second. Oh, no. No. I can feel smoke coming out of my ears.
Why?
How do I get to the inn? I think I go to here.
So you go to the main Aether, right?
I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Believe me.
Okay. Okay.
I think I talked to Miyun, don't I?
No, not Miyun. Right building.
I talked to Miyun's like butler or whatever.
That's one word for it. Yeah, I guess.
I think I just greatly insulted a profession.
You definitely did.
Antoinette.
Okay. Yeah, wow, this does not feel good in dungeon. Holy crap.
Actually, wait, I feel like special update dream fitting. Huh.
Oh, you can put on lock station items now and see how they look on your character before you buy them.
Wow, it's almost like they should have done that a million years ago.
Yeah, you know.
Gambler's Crown?
Fuck. That's the attack I thought it was.
Increased spirit. Why do I have a Gambler's Crown?
Something to do with the gold saucer, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't have any glamour prisms. I feel like I definitely do remember glamour prisms being something that I never had.
I think if you have the seals for it, you can get them from your grand company.
Oh Oh yeah, you can buy them at the thing. The place, the serpent
Yeah.
hole. Where do serpents live?
Uh,
I think serpents live in
the
holes, right?
probably. So whatever the Twin Adders place is called.
If you were a snake, where would you live?
Definitely a hole. Just so that way I don't have to.
What about? Okay, wait. I was about to say. What if you lived in like? Is there anything that's not a hole?
Not that I can think of.
I don't think there is. Oh, the Addis Nest is right over here. Name one thing that's not a hole.
The sky.
That's like that's like the easiest thing. It's just one big hole. It is an absence of thing. Therefore it is a hole.
It's fair. Is this thing not dead yet? Jesus Christ! Why is this the longest dungeon I've ever had to do?
Oh god, I have too many levels in Serpent Thingy. Glamour Prism, there it is. Oh, wow. Do I just need one prism per piece?
Yeah, one apiece. One apiece.
Yo, I have a lot of seals.
Nice.
Why do I have so many seals? What was I doing? Am I a crazy person?
Probably.
What
Well,
was
I mean, the
doing
answer
in
is
this
yes,
game?
but I don't know. But I also know that seals aren't super hard to get. You kind of just get them for doing not random stuff, but pretty random stuff.
I think you get them for dungeons, don't you?
You do for leveling, yeah. That is one area the new Paladin has Gunbreaker beat. It's a lot more fun in a dungeon. Then again, I realize that the more I play this class, the more I don't like it this expansion.
Which one?
Gunbreaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't Gunbreaker used to be your favorite class?
Not really. I liked playing it, and like to be fair, I still like playing it because buttons. It is like it is one of the two buttons tanks. The other one being Dark Knight, because like you just kind of hit a bunch of buttons as a Gunbreaker, and it's fun. It's fun when you get to hit all those buttons, but it's also just like one of the things that like it has to do is try to compete with Warrior for being a dungeon tank, and you literally cannot beat a Warrior self-healing in a dungeon. Oh no. Clemency doesn't do shit compared to Bloodwetting or Raw Intuition. That is not a joke. Oh, Raw Intuition and Bloodwetting are just it's a 25 it's effectively like 6 seconds of you don't need a healer.
Give me 1 second. Oh, god damn it. Stop. Final Fantasy, I know you exist. You don't need to constantly remind me of it.
But it has to, otherwise how does it know that you're going to remember that it exists?
Okay. This actually isn't that bad of an outfit for like a tailor. Weaver.
It's pretty nice. Oh, now you do.
Kind of thinking Red Mage too, actually.
Oh, it's a pretty nice outfit for a red mage, especially if you dye it red.
It's already pretty red.
But it's not.
Okay, listen. I have a feeling that if you took any combination of things in the game and dyed them all red, it would be an at least okay red mage set.
You're not wrong. I can't say you're wrong.
Um. Nice. Okay. I should turn on my helmet sometimes.
Sure, you've got some good helmets.
I love how my dragoon helmet has the visor that can move.
So nice.
I don't know why. It's just dumb. I like it. The house that Death built. Why do I feel like that was an important quest? Well, not important, but I feel like we talked about it.
It's because it's how you get the equivalent of the roguelike dungeon in the game.
Oh. Boring.
Kind of neat in the sense that like you get some cool stuff out of it, and that you get to brag to everybody that you did it. But it's also not super fun, if I'm going to be real.
Oh yeah, did you like the planisphere I made you?
I did. It was very cute.
You're gonna use it all the time now, right?
Yeah. If it was it 50
the level 50 planisphere. The planisphere I happened to be able to make with random stuff that I had.
You know.
Except for the ink that I needed.
Bitch. Not you.
I'm sorry.
Not you. Not you,
I'm
boss. This
what did
fucker.
I do?
No, you didn't do shit. You're fine. I appreciate it.
I'm sorry I didn't do anything. What do you want me to do? Can I fish in this?
I have no
No,
words. Oh, that was stupid. I'm
I forgot I could
stupid.
fish in this.
How is this guy only at 33? What percent? What the fuck? Is it dungeon boss? I just said I have a black mage and a summoner, but come on!
Oh, wait, that's... I forgot bait's a thing. Oh, God. Yes, I did forget that bait is a thing when I was fishing.
That's...
Where am I going?
Oh, well. Remember, you have to do the boring part of your job.
I think the acetone is burning away my fingers.
That's not great.
I just smell acetone on the wind now.
Yeah, that's really not
I
great.
think it got into my house's vents. Am I about to die?
No? At least ideally not.
Oh yeah, so you know how we were talking about vanilla extract earlier?
Yes?
There's this really funny post I saw of somebody who, so there's like this old, like, life hack to, like, make your entire house smell, like, really, really good. Is you, put, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract in a cup, and you, like, put it, like, in the oven at a certain temperature for a little while, and it just makes your entire house smell, like, really, like, good. Somebody misread the instructions.
Uh-oh.
And they put 2 cups of vanilla extract in the oven. And they according to them, the smell did not leave for weeks.
I'm not surprised by that.
For weeks, they basically couldn't live in their house.
Yeah?
They had to live in it, but they basically couldn't.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
The owner seems to be expecting you, madam. May I show you in? Yeah.
Okay. I am on my way to New Gridania while you deal with New Primal.
Moogly Mog.
He is dead. You have committed regicide.
So you've chosen regicide.
Yeah, you've committed regicide.
I don't know if I've committed anything in this game. Lucia, you return to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. I'm really sad that when we did Moogle I didn't know what a stack mechanic was, but apparently it worked out. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of power contained in the crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse. The aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means Asians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork.
Does it?
Cool, Papa?
Does it though?
They said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question.
Well, shit, I guess it does.
Confound it all! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. As long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. Or maybe just like treat other sentient races with basic respect.
Hey, you'd be surprised how long it takes them to learn that lesson.
My heartfelt thanks, Lucia. The information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Aren't I basically the Grand Serpent Marshal at this point?
No.
I have a very high rank within the.
Okay, cool. You're not the leader of it.
I should be.
No.
What were the serpents doing while I was beating Ultima Weapon?
They were taking care of like the day-to-day activities and necessities of being in the guards for all of Gridania.
Well, good. That sounds like the perfect thing for my servants to do.
Oh my god.
I think I see why I'm not the leader.
Yep. I'm glad you do.
Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter? The matter of which you speak has now been settled. The Silence shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. Well, Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seatsayer. Mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and appraise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Antecedent? That one spike, why is it curved in towards the bottom of my ribcage?
I have no idea.
It wants me dead. Look at that. If I lean
really
forward
does.
in the slightest, I get stabbed literally in the perfect spot right below the sternum where it can get me.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive.
That is just in my diaphragm if I lean forward.
And to think this is the armor that made it in Monster Hunter World.
Is it? I thought it was a slightly different version of this armor, because this isn't the Draken set, is it?
It is.
I thought this was the Worm set. Yeah, this is the Worm set.
Then it was the 45 gear that it got into World.
Where?
I literally don't remember because the 45 set and the 50 is immediately irrelevant once you get the 50 set, once you get to 50. Because they just give you the chest coffer that is, here's your level 50 gear.
Yeah, that was the... Oh yeah, that was the thing that I got, because the other ones, you like collected piece by piece, right?
Yeah.
And then the second you hit 50, you just got the rest of them. Or you just got a better set. And that was this set. Why do you look like a nerd?
Well, fuck you too.
I was... Wait 1 second. I was really confused. I was like, what's that, like, weird bird on your shoulder? That's the horn on the side of your head.
Yes, those are my character's horns.
I don't know why it looked like a bird.
Bird is an interesting choice for that one.
I don't know, it looked like it had feathers.
Did you not want to do that Valentine's thing?
No, who cares about that?
Okay, fair enough.
I don't even know what it is. Did it explain to me in any way what the event actually was?
There is that you can ask, like, what does this do?
No. What does it do?
What are these shots? One is basically stay as close as you can for as long as you can.
That's... Oh, does it try to separate you?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough, I guess.
And the other one is just card matching, and you do better the less incorrect guesses you get. Right, with your buddy.
Okay. Sure. If you want to, sure.
You don't have to.
No, I'm saying that's Final Fantasy. It's just like, sure, if you want to play it like that, why not?
Yeah, no. That's how they're going to play it.
I remember Was it in this game? I'm pretty sure it was in this game. The first time I played it, before we did this stream, like the first time I tried this game, there was an event going on. I think it was an Easter event where you had to catch chickens.
Oh, I believe it.
I remember that being really funny. I think I got a rabbit suit for doing it.
Yeah, that tracks.
It is good to see you hale and healthy. Hale and hearty. I received a word from Ida and Papalima that you felt good King Mugglemog, the 12th, blessed be his name. But I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes, and taught by the Asians. I have a question.
Hmm?
All these beast tribes that kind of suck, you know, because we all believe that they suck, are doing this. Can't we just summon a better primal?
So you could. But then you have a primal that's going around and starting and doing, primal things to other people. And it's basically just, we've caused we've caused a war of the gods to start breaking out.
Well, yeah, but that's fine, because it'll kill off all those dirty beast tribes, and it'll kill off the Garlean Empire, and then we just stop believing in it, and it goes away. Right?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I don't like when you go silent in the middle of me saying something stupid.
I have no words to fucking process that.
Okay, is my line of logic wrong?
Not to some people's eyes, I will say that.
Okay, so I'm right. Gotcha, thank you. So you're not by the same method taught by the acid. Though unfortunate, this incident that did lead... I'm reading Minfilia's dialogue. That's very important. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seatsier of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Lucia. Void sent blood. Minfilia, you okay there?
Don't worry about it. I just happened to find it lying on the ground earlier.
I was like, the picture for the quest was like her leg face down on the ground, looking like she was hurt. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Lucia. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Ariange.
Yeah. You may want to make sure you grab all the other primal hard mode quests while you're here.
I thought to relinquish the property, but I thought that's what I was doing.
No, you are just...
How did I split off into King Mugglemog nonsense?
Because that's main story stuff.
I thought the primals were main story.
No.
Aren't
there's
they
something
kind
that
of
you have
main
to
story, though?
there's something that you have to do to eventually
S- s-
like clear the main story.
So their main
But they're
story.
not. Yeah,
I don't. Why?
because before they weren't.
Why was this?
Before
Why did this game
it's-
exist before Heavensward?
um
The fact that you can't answer that speaks a lot.
yeah, I got nothing.
I
don't know
thought
what
to
you want
relinquish the
from me.
property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments of our Order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely.
Oh, this game had to exist after, say, before Heaven's Word, because if it didn't, we wouldn't have gotten Heaven's Word.
Yeah, but they would. But they might have made like Final Fantasy like 18 by now.
No,
Right,
we'd only
just-
probably be at 17.
Ariaje shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Treat the beast tribes like people!
Okay, but seriously though, like guys, come on, that
Of
easy
course, he will not be
solution.
alone. Alice shall continue to work closely with him as well. I haven't met Alice
Who?
yet, basically.
Who's Ellie say?
Should they require assistance, I have the assurance they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Ariaje, I would like to inquire of him if tasks remain. Would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. I forget. Did we ever actually kind of talk to Alice ever? Because she came in for a little bit for the Ultimate Weapon quests.
You were introduced. No. You were introduced to her near the beginning of the game.
Well, yes.
But that was it.
And then
she
also
left the plot
and then also
after,
she's a big fan of me from the Red Mage quest.
Oh yeah, because you've done the Heavensward stuff where she shows up.
Yeah, yep. But didn't she show up for a little bit in the Ultimate Weapon storyline?
Nope.
A tiny bit? I thought she did.
Nope.
Interesting.
She is.
Then why is Minfilia talking about her right now? That's why I'm confused.
Because she is still a scion.
I mean, she is, but why is she talking like I know who Alice is then?
Because you met her twice.
But I can't...
Smile.
Okay. Ariaje, tell me which god to kill next. Thou art ever welcome, Lucia, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without farther delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these hulls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history? In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past.
Ariaje.
Full many
Ariaje,
be proud
please.
pioneer, hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the aeons, and still man glorieth his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance. Well, they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found.
Ariaje, please speak normally. just like tears welling down somebody's face.
He literally just bowed at me.
Yep.
Be not offended, Lucia. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of? Right, I forgot about the echo.
That thing that
that's
makes
special.
That thing that lets you fight the primals in the first place.
The thing that let me see flashbacks to people's pasts.
Also that.
Whence came that cry? The solar 12th forfend the antecedent.
I fucking wonder where it came from, Ariaje.
Well, Ariaje, it said Minfilia, so... Okay. Minfilia, I walked out of this room 2 minutes ago. What the hell did you do? Lucia, you must...
Need you to get my...
Return to the past now.
I need you to get those hangover drugs I have in the cupboard. Please.
Hangover drugs.
Yeah,
Water?
No, they're specifically just like an actual like drug is specific to Eorzea. Eorzea that's used to instantly cure
I
hangovers.
feel like you told me about this before. Tell me, Louis Soir, would you have done the same? Louis Soir Levier was a remarkable... How do you say that name?
Levier.
Louis Soir Levier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure.
Oh yeah, you get to meet this asshole.
Would that I had met him prior to his passing.
Okay, knowing how he actually sounds and hearing you do the Dracula voice.
I'm
is
not
really
doing a Dracula
funny.
voice yet.
It certainly sounds like you were.
Do you want me to do a Dracula voice for all the Asians?
You don't have to, but I just heard you inherently do it for some fucking reason.
An Asian? Here? How?
Well, you see, they can kind of fucking teleport.
How readily you see. You are indeed gifted at this errand. That's definitely not the voice I was doing just a second ago.
That really wasn't. I just, for whatever fucking reason, my brain thought heard you doing a goddamn Dracula voice.
I mean, there was probably an edge to it. I just see the red text and, but, like, still, it wasn't my Dracula voice.
It wasn't, but just, like, knowing how he sounds now is like, oh, that's not right.
You're not like the others. You're robes. Gifted, but
He-
ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia.
Look, all the other Asians are just, vampires. This dude is Dracula.
Mine are robes of an emissary. Unlike you who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell.
No, he's not. La Habrea is a dumbass, and everybody agrees La Habrea was a dumbass.
He may yet
Even
learn
you
from
guys
his
do.
mistakes. Then he is still... Yeah, I was about to ask, did we think La Habrea was dead?
Oh, yeah, no.
I didn't.
I mean... Well, you see, you have a brain cell.
Come, I only confirmed that which you already knew. There is no secession, only oblivion, only expulsion. What are... Ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Ooh, a stack. Is something the matter?
Never mind. That's just far too small to be a snack. It looks like a potato.
I feel the same way. Everything that's happened here. It feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready.
I don't know if the Trier gets a voiced line in A Realm Reborn.
No, I don't think
Which
so.
is really funny.
It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. She doesn't have the echo, dumbass. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation.
Who watches this VOD, I'm sorry for having her bring on the Transylvanian accent.
An expectation! Girl's perception! Thus did she perceive not.
I accept full responsibility for my actions.
So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gifts grant you clarity. It grants focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation.
Now that part is actually true.
La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one that you have yet to master. And if we did? there will be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave
No.
as I came in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends, or I will suck your blood. Wait, stay where you are.
No, come here. I need the taste.
Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve.
This is why I hate goddesses of light. They're all terrible and ruin everything.
Was it also by her hand you survived the other, I wonder? Blah. She just got dark-handed.
Dark-handed?
Yeah, Dark Souls? The dark hand?
I'm trying to remember.
The Dark Wraith weapon. They like grab you and suck your life out.
Um,
I take it there's
See-
no need to explain. Yeah, you had that vacant look in your eye for like 5 minutes. I feel better now. Save your concern. He didn't mean a lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill.
not to kill yet.
I heard her cry. What happened? Are you all right?
It's
okay.
Help me.
I just have an upset stomach. You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fit you a flask of my special tonic.
Told you. Told you about the hangover drugs.
Ariange, I said word to the students of Baldesian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there's any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magic, so why would one be so brazen? I know not and I care not. Find him, Lucia. Turn every stone Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. Tataru?
Alright.
Tataru? Hamtaro?
Strongest being a new Orcio. They said one day.
As far as I'm concerned, Tataru's name is Hamtaro.
I'm okay with that.
We should play the Hamtaro games. Have you ever played the Hamtaro GBA games?
Which one? I want to say there were 2 or 3.
Yeah, there were. I think there were 2. There was. I forget the name of the first one, but Ham Ham Heartbreak was the one I played most.
I know I played. I think it was like an Olympics-based one. I know that was on the. I don't remember what it was called. I just remember playing a like vaguely sports-themed Hamtaro
yeah,
game.
there were 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I was familiar with Ham Ham Heartbreak and Rainbow Rescue, but Ham Ham Games is the third one.
Ah, I see.
Hamtaro Ham Ham Games might have been the first. Wait, that was the Game Boy. I think Ham Ham Games was Game Boy Color. No, that was Game Boy Advanced. Oh, there was also a DS one called Ham Ham Training, which was apparently kind of a sequel to games.
You know, I forget how old the DS was, honestly.
The DS is a very old
Sometimes.
system now.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I forgot that it like came out in the fucking.
Why can
like,
I buy
2000
Ham Ham Heartbreak on Amazon?
Why not? I guess.
It's $119.
No, that tracks.
I'm pretty sure. Do I have a copy of this game in my games case? I might actually.
That would be kind of hilarious if you did.
It was a good game. I have a copy of a GBA game that is it was a Tom and Jerry platformer.
Yeah, no, I think I had that at one point before I moved.
Yeah, fucking Tom gets sent to Uber hell and has to escape.
I don't know if it was that game, but you know, I'm not surprised that exists.
Oh God, no, not Mugumog. Not again.
But yeah, he gives like. Wait, where the hell do you have to? go.
I'm assuming I keep doing the main quest.
I'm assuming so too, but I'm just trying to remember where you go for like the hard mode versions of.
I'm assuming I get them from the main quest.
I don't think whatever. I've been wrong before.
Remember, when's the last time that you've played the main quest?
I was just about to say I don't remember because it's been at least a year and a half.
Search for the white robed. Oh, I wonder where he is.
I wonder.
Kingdom Hearts looking nerd.
I don't know. I think he's hiding really well. I can't see him anywhere.
I am told that you're a warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow.
You're not voiced by Grant George.
No, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon.
I repeat, anybody watching the VOD, I'm so sorry.
Blah!
This is all my fault.
I'm gonna be waylaid.
And I would like to apologize for being an idiot.
Blah! Attack my pets!
Hi, Evie.
You murdered my imp friends. Oh, there's bloated boggies everywhere.
Indeed.
My god, they have an infestation.
Yes.
Oh god! my thing is in the middle of the bloated boggies. Oh, I'm being judged by a gargoyle.
Now I want to kill that.
This thing isn't very, like, good.
No.
Boom.
No, it's not.
I just kind of stood there getting hit by it. I like goblins.
Yeah.
Is that the sound they make? What the hell?
Oh, yeah, no. No, the sound that goblins make is really weird.
It makes me feel like somebody's hitting my ear with a chisel.
It's not inaccurate.
Get a binaural microphone and beat on it with a hammer and chisel.
Yeah.
Have fun, nerds.
I mean, you know, I'll be real. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually did that.
No.
Oh, wait, I don't want to.
Wait, does True North have stacks?
Yeah, you have two stacks for 10 seconds.
Didn't even know that.
Now you do.
Spine Shatter.
Yeah, because they're just going to be points in some fights where you just are not going to be able to get to hit your positionals because of how mechanics will work.
I thought you said that positionals were the easiest thing ever and I would never need True North.
I mean, not right now.
How dare you?
But there are eventually going to be fights that are just, yeah, have fun, fucker. You don't get your positionals for at least 15 seconds.
Hello, giggly giant toad.
Kill it like the rest.
I'm being judged! Don't judge me. I'm scared of judge. No! Damn it. I need to figure out how to press buttons, right?
Look, as long as you're doing the disembowel combo first, you're doing fine.
Should I do the disembowel combo first to everything, or is it a buff on me?
It's a buff on you.
Okay.
And so you should do it first.
But not for every single thing. That was the wrong thing.
No, not on every single thing. Just as long as you have the I think they call it power surge buff. You know, that's it.
It's called
As
the
long as you
disembowel
have,
buff.
yes, yes, it is.
Or well, it's called the chaos thrust buff, actually.
You do get it from disembowel, though.
Yeah, but I get a better one from chaos thrust.
No, you don't. You get a dot from chaos thrust.
Exactly.
It's not a buff. That's a debuff.
It's a buff for me. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me these indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. Pinocchio, get me my wine.
What? What? Why are you suddenly out, Pinocchio? Why is he suddenly Mickey Mouse?
Why? Why did you do that?
I don't know. I'm confused by that.
Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? I think I'm kind of doing Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
You kind of are, yeah.
You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea, but amongst his brethren he is considered unique. Nonetheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out.
Mm.
Your mother favors you still, but that much is plain. But surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent.
Mm.
These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so it shall be. As it should always have been. Exactly. Have you ever heard Dracula talk?
True.
Doubt my claims, to question my motives, if you will. I feel like the longer I do this voice, the more I start devolving into insanity.
Yes. Yes, absolutely you do.
Totally! Believe me when I say this. I am
What have I done?
Check note on hand. Elidibus. Elizabeth. Emissary.
Elidibus.
Bearer of the word of the one true God. And we should meet again. Okay, bye, Elizabeth.
Do not call me that.
Would you like a coffee? I'm stopping by Starbucks on the way home.
I'm only... Just kidding, I'm only getting it for me.
Although, I do have a free one since I have bought 11. But I will have 2 coffees. Fuck you.
Why does he like Starbucks?
I don't think that's a thing Starbucks does.
Starbucks.
Is that a thing that Starbucks does? I know the coffee place around here does that. I'm pretty sure Starbucks doesn't do that.
I don't think Starbucks does it, no.
Well, no wonder Starbucks sucks. They don't do every 11th coffee is free. Also, to be fair, the coffee place by here, the owner just, like, goes, like, shopping around town, and he just, like, bought something, at Lowe's, and, my mom was a cashier there, so, like, she checked him out, and was just, like, talking, and, she just, like, mentioned that, like, oh yeah, we go to your place all the time, and he was like, oh, cool. He just handed her 2 cards for, like, free coffees. It was like, hey, here you go.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so it was just like, hey, you get free coffees. Wait, the last time I went there, I forgot to give him my card for the free coffees. God damn it. Well, to be fair, since I did use the card for the free coffees, I don't think it would count towards my normal 11th coffee is free thing. Because I'm already getting free coffees. I don't think the free coffees count towards 11th coffee is free.
And hey, who knows? Maybe they do.
Maybe. That guy's a maniac. I love him. I almost worked there, but at the time I didn't want to work morning shifts, and so I said I'd only work in afternoons, and they weren't looking for afternoon people, so I didn't get the job.
Damn.
But I'm fine with that. I get to work at a place where I paint tables all day, apparently.
Woo!
That's definitely in my job description.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did see that the tables looked bad, and I did ask if I could paint the tables, so that one's on me.
And now you just have to paint all of them.
I painted 6 tables, and I am done with painting tables for the time being.
How many tables are left?
There were 6 tables.
Oh, okay.
There may be a 7th table being built, but I don't think so. And if it is, I'm going to make somebody else paint it.
Well, I was going to say, if they don't paint it while they build it, that's just bad on them.
Okay, well, see, I say table. It's like a metal... It's like a metal, like, rack top that they just, like, build up 4, like, pillars of cinder blocks too high for each of the corners, and then they just put like put the metal top on top of it.
I see.
So what I did was I just painted the metal top because the metal top was all rusty and stuff.
Fair.
Thank the gods you've returned, Lucia. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say?
Well, he wanted to give me coffee. It was weird. It felt like he was asking me out, and I wasn't really comfortable with that, so...
He had a best friend named Pinocchio? I don't like the lore that we've made.
I don't either. Can we stop?
I really hope the next time I talk to him, I've forgotten the Pinocchio thing by then.
I really hope
that.
Can we just retcon this right now?
No, because the thing is that if I haven't forgotten it, I'm definitely gonna keep it going. But if I have forgotten about it, I'm happy with forgetting it. As it was, so it shall be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this... Elizabeth, you said? Portend much, but reveal nothing. Save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Brea. I'd hope for answers, but it seems like I'm content with a wealth of additional questions. Void scent blood. Crafting material. Wonderful.
I still really gotta ask Ophelia, why do you have voids and blood?
She stole it from Elizabeth.
Having been to the void, I'm not sure that's Elizabeth's blood.
It's actually just Coblin blood. She's just calling it void scent blood because it sounds cooler.
I believe it.
Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. Oh, have you heard of that really funny concept that, like, for, like, spellcasters, the whole, like, you need the blood of a virgin from a full moon is, like complete nothing, and, like, spellcasters just say all that stuff so random people don't start doing, like, world-ending magic? Like, any blood will do, but they just say it's, like, really complicated,
I love that.
So some dumbass named Tony doesn't summon a demon.
I love that. Well, you see, the thing is that Tony probably is a virgin, so, he just has to give his own blood.
I think... Is that against the rules?
I don't think that's against the rules.
Yo, why am I not summoning demons? Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until we've completed our move to the Rising Stones. There's one final favor to ask. I believe I mentioned before...
I'm not answering that question.
I believe I've mentioned before that my father was a member of the Almegan Resistance. In truth, however, it's more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the Resistance with vital Imperial secrets while feeding his paymaster subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I've closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Oriange will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It's all I have left of my father. Is there a Bahamut Mountain in this game?
No.
I want to ride Bahamut, though.
I don't blame you. A lot of people want to ride Bahamut.
Isn't there a Bahamut Mountain in other games?
Maybe.
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of Odin. Because Odin in 13 is a mount.
Yes.
Odin in 13 is a motorcycle.
No, that's Shiva.
Wait, I thought it was... Wait. One second.
Odin's a horse.
Right.
Odin is a form of Sleipnir.
Wait, wasn't Odin a horse motorcycle, though? Didn't he
No.
have wheels?
Nope, he was just a horse.
I need to look this up, because I could have swore Odin had wheels.
Maybe he did in 13 too, but not in 13. In 13, he was just a horse.
I never played 13 too.
Fair. I am pretty sure he was.
He's not a motorcycle. Why did I actually?
Because the first Eidolon you see.
Actually, come to think of it, I did. So yeah, the thing I was thinking about was definitely Shiva, because that scene, it's Snow that has Shiva, right?
Yeah, Snow is Shiva.
The first scene where Shiva gets summoned is a really cool cinematic scene. I think the reason why I mistaked it was because the second time I played 13 or tried to play 13, still never finished it. The second time I tried to play it was also the same time that I was playing Breath of the Wild, and Link does have a horse motorcycle.
That's the same time you're playing what?
Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Link has the Master Cycle Zero, which is a horse motorcycle. That's probably why. Why I thought Odin had wheels. I thought they departed. To what end dost thou linger? Have a journal. What are mark bills? Several parchment bills notarized
for hunting.
Company officials stating rewards slaying.
Yeah.
Did I slay something? Or is that telling me to slay something?
It's telling you to slay something, and that you will get stuff for it.
I'm sure it's fine. It's. I mean, listen. If the world hasn't ended 400 days after I was supposed to kill it, I'm sure it's fine.
Are you sure what? Sorry.
If the world hasn't ended 400 days after I took that request, I'm sure it's not actually that dangerous of a creature.
Yeah, you know.
The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort to study these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain.
So just every time Arianji speaks in Realm Reborn, I just imagine the girlfriend crying, just like, please stop, we need to do something else, kind of thing.
I wanna kiss Oriange on the mouth. Lucia, this is Minfilia.
Why do you want to kiss Arianji on the mouth again?
I was listening to that.
Please keep your inner thoughts to yourself. We expect professionalism from you.
Listen, you literally never talk. Why is that the thing that you finally said? Forgive me, but I can wait no longer. I have departed for Rising Stones. If you have yet to... Once you have given the journal to Oriange, bid come to the 7th heaven in Residence Toll. Totoro will be there to show you inside newer headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to use our new Aetheryte in Residence Toll. After all, it's right on our doorstep.
Indeed.
Papalima, what do you want? Oh, Papalima has a Garuda.
Oh. Okay, so then I think Thancred will have Ifrit. Or not Ifrit.
We already did Ifrit.
Ishtola will have Titan. Yeah.
Where is Ishtola? No, Ishtola doesn't have anything.
I think she'll show up first. I think you have to do Garuda first, yes.
Well, clearly I don't have to do them because they're only blue quests.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oriange, what god do you want me to kill? Oh, wait, yeah. Why do you... I already did King Moogle. Wasn't that already the hard mode version?
Yes, but then there's a harder version called the extreme version that you can unlock, and really it's just not worth unlocking.
Amongst Moogle, the legend of good King Moogle the 12th, blessed be his name, doth tell of a wise and magnanimous ruler. Alas, yet he summoned puts a lie to this image with his brief and decidedly unpeaceful reign. 'Twas most disturbing for me to learn, then, that the Moogle's guard have once more succeeded in placing their manic potentate upon his... their manic potentate upon his thorny throne. Methinks the ages of chaos doth lurk in the shadows of this deed. With only the Asian's skillful intervention could be...
Looks at the camera in desperate plea for help.
Could they have called back the gig from the Aether with such haste? As ever, it falls to thee, to the blade born of light, to banish the Paragon's dark ambitions from our realm. The twelve only know what dire power doth corrupt the savior of these gentle forest folk. Thy name has been called, Lucia. The more modest faction of the Mughals hath joined the Order to an effort to open the path to the good king's domain. I bid thee make haste to the Adder's Nest. Once more pledge thine aid to disposing of this royal myth made flesh. I like the funny word, man.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Ah, Lucia, I hear you have tried for a Ifrit. Of course, this is no less feat than I would expect of a warrior of light. But well done all the same. Now, I had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of the other primals. Not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the Aether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in the recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze besides what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have a word with Commander Hilbois. He'll be able to tell you about said aetherite, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe.
Weather the storm.
Yes.
Get it?
Who are you?
Nobody important.
You'd be nice. Only I'm allowed to be mean to you.
Wait, what?
Only I'm allowed to be mean to you. You have to be nice to yourself.
Too bad.
I will cause you more. You underestimate the amount of things in this game that I can use to cause you misfortune because you're stuck with me for the whole thing.
I know I am.
I already have an idea. I know how I'm ending the stream, and you can't stop me.
Alright, how are you ending the stream?
You'll see.
I won't see.
I mean, you will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a coral. It's just a cat.
Meow.
I don't think Final Fantasy knows what a coral is.
No.
Hello, Versailles Hilwa. Ah, Lieutenant GameC, we are grateful for your aid. As you already know, the accursed XIV has summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Corthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seatsier, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The XL have constructed an aetherite within Nadalin, their stronghold in the central highlands of Corthus. This aetherite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm.
Tempestuous is a good word for that.
We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seatsier says desire to repay the kindness you showed them. For the sake of people as well as yours, may our mission be met with success. Okay, so I have a slight problem. I don't remember anything about the Garuda fight.
That's fine. You won't need to.
Did she do anything special? Like, I'm assuming she had, like, an AoE or something, but, like, did she do anything special? Was there anything like like Ifrit's nails?
Not quite, but there will be little pillars that you'll have to hide behind for some stuff.
She did a behemoth.
Not quite. Not as deadly.
She did, well, yes. She did a thingy. She did a Safijiva.
Yeah, but not nearly as cool.
Yeah.
I just did the tutorial fight for that fight, fucking whatever that attack's name is I don't care what it is.
Sapphire of
The
the Emperor.
fucking big fuck you laser beam of death was pretty fucking cool.
Sapphire of the Emperor.
Big fucking laser beam of death.
Royal Actions were crazy, they're just a condition new summoning ritual. May have is under varying intensity, move guards, pros, the king is returned to force, developed ability core of majesty. Kupla tells us logically maniacal avatar take Grey King Mughal 12th greatly, blessed be his name. So I say that the LGC is willing to condone this act of regicide. I love how everybody just accepts, yeah, he's a king. You do have to kill him, though. For the safety of all those who dwell on Twelve Zones, it's decided that the king must follow a certain member of the OCC, his personal guard, as a Kupla to release Monarch's domain. Long as his ability to see Mughals offered in high demand, but those among us with the ability to see Mughals are often in high demand. They're still on that.
Yes,
But
they still think that that's important.
Like in Endwalker?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about just for a Realm Reborn.
Nerds. Considering the urgency of your mission, the leader hoped best to expedite matters. Make preparations to Kupla Cop a Wasty Bramble Patch. Yeah. I don't care about that one.
The extreme trials will be relevant for something later, but it's also not story related at all. That they're completely optional.
I don't remember Garuda being this high.
Well,
I guess we did fly there last time.
The other thing too is that like the Ixal don't really have like a major base in, or at least at the time didn't have a major base in Gridania, so there was just the place in the Korthus Islands that they could put them in.
Hello, Exal. Yeah. I need to fill out my book.
Oh yeah, I guess the Twin Snakes mountain log also will give you seals.
Oh yeah, that's probably how I got most of my seals, because I was actually actively trying to fill it out.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you need this fog collar guy?
No. Kill. Dispose of.
What about Boldway?
Okay.
You tried.
I succeeded.
And now imagine doing this without flying. It's only a little annoying.
I mean, it's just a path to follow.
Yep.
I needed to kill that!
Oh.
If I'm trying to attack something, I need to kill it.
Hey, there's another one over here.
Oh wait, my entry was completed. Oh wait, you're in my party, so that counts. Apparently. I could have swore it didn't used to.
It might not have at one point, but now it does. So, there we go.
Oh, I should have saved that for the group up there.
You mean... that one?
Murder. Yo, Causal Nom through the turbulent. Spine shatter. Oh, Fate failed.
Oh, well,
I still got 197 things for it because we did so much damage in the last second.
that tracks.
Yeah, completed an entry. Am I doing good at doing a tank pull?
No, but we can pretend you are, and they'll say yes.
I mean, to be fair, all things considered, quite a few things were trying to follow me. And I don't have the boost thingy.
Indeed.
Too far away? How dare you? In for Garuda Awakening. Ah.
Alright, Garuda hard mode done.
Yay! Let's go. Do you think if I throw my gravel golem at Garuda hard enough, she'll die?
Maybe. If you can break the sound barrier.
Gravel golem? I don't remember where I got you, but we've worked up to this.
I don't know how long I've had you, but god damn it. You're like the son I've never had.
You're like the son I never wanted.
Ouch.
I have 29 high potions. Is that good?
Sure. They're not really that useful, but sure. Yes, that is Big Doggo.
Oh. I'll be honest, Fenrir really looks more like a dragon.
It really does.
Fenrir
Now that
looks
you
like an
say it.
Odegaron.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's pretty fair.
Actually, I'll be real, it does just look like a small behemoth. Like, it's all, like, muscly and stuff.
I mean, definitely uses the same model as like a base.
Is it canon that Fenrir is just, like, a behemoth, but, like, aligned with, like, the, like, ice element?
No,
I feel like
not
it
to
is.
my knowledge. Not to my knowledge, it's not.
I feel like it's the truth.
Yes, but you feel like a lot of things are the truth.
Listen,
They're
don't
really
make,
not.
don't make me talk about Fire Emblem.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
No, okay, I'm concerned now.
There are just a lot. There are just a lot of times.
I feel like you're saying that in a negative way.
Positively negative. How's that?
This man is angry at me.
Yes, he is. What do you want me to do about it?
Eh.
Wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck is my auto? My auto attack is, as an astrologian, okay, so my auto attack is just, you know how I like hold the planisphere out?
Yeah.
I take a card out of it and smack somebody with it.
Well, yeah. What else would you do?
I pull a fucking Seto Kaiba.
Stopping a gun from firing by throwing the card into the hammer.
Yep,
Of course, he top decked Blue Eyes to do that.
of course he did.
Okay, Harpy Lady. Here we go.
Oh yeah, watch out for Harpy's Feather Duster.
That's basically what her super attack is.
Yeah, you know.
Oh god, jeez, that actually, like, surprised me.
What the?
Her screaming.
Oh yeah.
Garuda's crazy, I love her. I should play a summoner so I can have her.
You know, you have our samurai in our party so anxious to just get going because that cutscene is so long.
You know.
Well, that's 3 range cards in a row. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's really unfortunate. I'm bad. Look, bloops. I'm sure we want to kill those.
Yeah. Do we?
Yes.
Okay. You said it sarcastically.
I know.
Oh god.
Get behind a rock.
Oh god. No. I did.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt that bad.
It kind of really didn't.
Man, I'm just getting range cards. This red mage must be really happy.
I don't know how Astrologian works.
It's literally just I can draw 1 of 6 cards. 2 of them give a 6% damage increase to, or 3 of them give a 6% damage
I got
increase.
very hurt.
Yes, you did. You got knocked back into a bunch of tornadoes.
I don't know what happened. Oh god. Oh, it's AoEs. I see.
Yes. Oh, god damn it. Just focus her down.
Yeah, I figured. Boom! I got hit by like 3 tornadoes in a row, and I was like, oh, okay.
I want to dodge one of these.
I should probably pay attention to the tornadoes that I just realized are appearing.
Yep. But yeah, Astrologian's big gimmick is that it can draw 1 of 6 cards. 3 of the cards... Yeah, randomly. 3 of the cards give a bigger damage boost to melee DPS. 3 of the cards give a bigger damage boost to the range the range DPS. Or let's say healers count as range, tanks count as melee. And each card has a specific seal assigned to it that you use. That when you get 3, you can use an ability and get different buffs based on the amount of different seals you have. It's not that complicated, I'll be real. It sounds more complicated than it is.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was trying to find where my thing went. My coffer.
Ah.
But did I get the coffer? Oh, somebody did need on it.
Whoops.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh yeah, you can always need on coffers, because anybody can get a coffer. Because then you just use it and get a weapon from it.
Fair enough. I got Garuda's Astrologian arm though.
Nice.
Garuda's lift. I did greed on that and then I got it, so I'll say that's good.
Very nice.
I don't have Astrologian unlocked yet.
No, and you won't until you get to Ishgard.
I can go to the Astrologian Tower and threaten them.
No, you can't.
Okay, I'm going to
Anyway.
do the thing that you will hate me for.
Uh-huh. Where are you returning to?
Where do you think I returned to?
I actually don't know. Is it Gridania? I think it's Gridania.
It's been Gridania the entire time I played this game.
And hey, as far as I know, you set it somewhere else.
I should have set it to the Gold Saucer.
You can't, sadly. It's got to be one of those big city-states.
Actually.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I forgot that I haven't done the cactpot yet.
Alright, I'll be here waiting.
I want 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3 or 7, 8, 9 if you can't get 1, 2, 3.
Wait, that's a gatekeeper. Where in the world am I going? Over here. Oh yeah, I should do big cactopot, shouldn't I?
Yep. You get a ton out of it. You can get 3 tickets at a time.
I got one number right once.
That's better than me.
Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. At the very... I'll be honest, I don't know how they make money from this. Because you can't lose.
Well, you see, the answer is that the Manderville family is fucking rich.
That one. Because, like, you pay 10 for it, and the least you can get is 12.
Oh.
Damn it. Can't believe them. Don't even let me win millions of dollars just because I want to. Hey, you want to know my ultimate technique for winning the jumbo cactopot?
What is it?
Okay, cashier. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I don't care about that ticket. Wait, how? Oh, I need to go to the broker. $4.92. Okay, so.
So,
I'm done.
see what?
I'm done. You should have been watching the stream.
I should have been. Oh well.
I pressed random on all 3 of them.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I do.
Luck is a skill
Yes.
that you are very bad at.
Oh, absolutely. Real question is now what are you doing? Are you unlocking Archer?
No. Where's the, I'm going back to the Lancers Guild to re-unlock Lancer. I'm tired of being a Dragoon. I just want to be good at poking things.
I'll just take the Jobstone off then.
Yo, you over real?
Don't.
Oh.
Don't actually.
I died.
What?
I took off the stone.
Yeah. Yeah, and all of your stuff is Dragoon gear.
It's okay, I have it back. No, not everything. I kept my ribbon necklace and stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Archers Guild.
Fucking knew it.
It is here that Archers... How did you know? How did you
I
know?
wonder.
How did you know? My... What about me that I've ever done would make you know that I would do this?
Well, you see, the last time we streamed, you ended the stream by unlocking Samurai.
I did, didn't I? I feel like I've also done this for Conjurer and Marauder.
Yep.
It is here that the archers of the realm gather to master the bow. We engage the enemy from a distance, ever seeking to alter the course of battle with a single well-placed arrow. I don't think that's true. You have mind to become an archer when you come to the right place. You wish to join our ranks? Yeah. Marvelous.
Not true.
Marvelous, and allow me to lighten you the guild of both our art, on the history of both our art and our guild. Bow is an ancient tool that existed before our fair nation came into being. As an implement of war and hunting both, it protects us from our enemies and keeps us fed and clothed. Archery, as practiced in Gridania, was born of two distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Elezen who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Makote. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twozoid home. Though the two people began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another. Their schools of archery intermingled and gave birth to the art as it's known today. But this wouldn't have been possible if not for the Trappers League. Guild was established in order to promote sustainable hunting and cooperation within the hunting fraternity at large. As a happy consequence of this union, the guild members came to engage in friendly contests of skill. Inspired by such competitions, a handful of their number began to focus on perfection as opposed to mere practicality, transforming a skill into what may be termed an art. These individuals would go on to form a guild of their own. The Archers Guild, where men and women gathered to attain mastery over the bow. More than a few members of the God's Quiver loosed their first arrow within these halls. And that, my friend, is a brief history of archery in Gridania. Doubtless you're more eager than ever to take up the bow. It would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guildmaster. You must receive her permission if you are to join us. If you would excuse me a moment, I shall see to it that the relevant lists are amended. Pray speak to me again in a short while. Hello. So, are you resolved to join the Archers Guild? Looking here bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Lucianne. How dare you not tell me that the Guildmaster has my name?
I didn't know.
Oh, you're a bard.
Yeah, Bard was one of the classes I bought on a level skip to 70.
Ha! Nerd.
So, because I frankly did not care. I played Dancer and I was like, I want a different phys range class, but I don't want a level Archer. So,
Dancer's a ranged class?
yeah, Dancer's ranged.
Yo, cool. I'll unlock that next. Unless you were going to
Oh, level 60.
Shh. Lucianne is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters. And ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucianne awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her and impress upon her your desire to join the guild.
Upon her your desire to shoot a bow. And then the next expansion will let you shoot a gun.
Nice. Greetings, adventurer. I'm told you wish to join our ranks. I'm Lucianne, Master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of that which we teach the members of our guild. Bow's greatest advantage is its ranged. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, this one, it allows one to strike at the enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery. A veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. What's that guy doing with that bow over there? Wait,
Trying not to shoot his eye out.
Looking at it. And then is he testing the draw weight? He's not
Probably.
pulling it very hard for that. By fighting from a distance, better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. If the other guy's like snapping it, like without an arrow in it, that's bad for the bow.
Yes.
Unless he's I can't actually see if he is shooting something. I don't think he is. With the progress of placement and timing, a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members. They might learn to strike at vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Question: does the archer have a shot that essentially does, that essentially makes the enemy's next attack miss?
Nope.
Okay, then what the hell are they talking about?
Probably an Realm Reborn ability that reduced accuracy. Accuracy was a stat before in Realm Reborn.
Right. It's a bad
You
game
forget.
sometimes.
You forget. Realm Reborn had some interesting decisions.
Yeah, like changing the grapes. Not that that happened a lot. Like
That was Endwalker.
Yeah, that was way later. But they made the grapes, so that was actually the best patch. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerability swiftly and surely. Does it help that I'm a level like 58 fisher? Now, any halfwit can bend the bow, but is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey?
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. You are wrong, because I do know somebody who I think, outside of this cutscene, is standing about 10 feet away from me, who did just pay a lot of money and became, like, the best archer. That as well. From this moment forth, you may consider yourself to be one of our number.
Also, I want to note, the two people that are, like, in front with, like, holding the bows and looking like they're firing, they are actually firing the bow.
Well, that guy's not. This guy right next to me isn't.
Oh, yeah, no, this guy in the back isn't, no.
Now, lend me your hunting log. If you would, I shall add to the names of such creatures would be provide a fitting challenge to an archer. And help you on your way, I bestow upon you the short bow. Arm yourself with your new weapon and speak to me again. I would have you undertake a trial to gauge your fitness to join the guild. Thank you.
Oh, I forgot I had still like grade 6 dexterity pots. Yes, I'm the best finisher in class in the game, to my understanding. I don't think the Machinist buffs change anything.
Okay, they are shooting. This guy in the back's an idiot.
Yeah, the guy in the back's an idiot, but the other two are shooting.
Anyways,
And now you are naked. And now you have clothes.
now I have my same tunic I've worn in like 18 different classes.
You know.
How dare you dance partner me? I'm trying to learn a bow. Ah, yes, the bow becomes you, Lucia. Now,
It's free.
Goodbye. Now, before proceeding any further, why does the dancer moving around look so dumb? I love it.
Because the animations are stupid as fuck.
I love it. That's actually amazing.
It is such a flashy class, but at least but it's also a very simple class.
Now, before proceeding any farther, I must needs gauge your innate aptitude for archery. To this end, I hereby assign you the following trial. Slay the squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just beyond the city gates. 3 of each should suffice. In doing so, you prove your worthiness to join the Archers Guild. So that's saying you must do so using your bow. Report back to me until the task is accomplished. Now go, Lucia. Earn your place within these halls. I'll be honest, how would you know if it was with my bow or not? It's raining in Jordania.
Yes, indeed.
You know what that means.
I have no... What does it mean?
You know what that means.
No, I don't. What does it mean?
I don't remember what they're called, but the rain fish here for the quest that you make a lot of money on.
Oh, yeah!
Rain skippers or something.
Wait, fuck, you're right.
That's a lot of money if you just catch a bunch of them and sell them.
Yeah, have fun. Fuck you.
Just sell them in... Okay, bye.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, just sell them in 10s. It's great. People just
I don't remember how to fish it. I don't remember how to fish them. Fuck.
I'll look it up for you.
I think I need crow something? Oh, fuck, I
No,
put it in right retainer.
No, you don't. You need something else.
Was it not?
Rain
no,
color. It's
yeah.
I don't think it was a pill bug. Oh, it was some type of worm. I haven't played that class I haven't played this in forever. It's Is it a ragworm? I'm just looking it up. I've done this too much.
I mean, I'll look it up. You can
I'm
go
already
do your
there.
archer thing.
I'm already there.
Okay. Okay.
Grilled rain corn. Oh, versatile lure is probably your best bet, actually. Oh,
Okay.
it's stem borer is the official one, but you can also use versatile lure.
What was the official one?
Stem borer.
Dembor.
Stem borer. I forgot to save that class quick. Beautiful. Okay, time to go murder ladybugs. Bye. Have fun.
Good luck.
What? I really don't feel comfortable with the fact that I'm a level 1 archer who hasn't finished post ARR, and it has the like crown sprout thing on me.
You made your choice.
Yo, fuck these squirrels. Yo, Archer's powerful.
No, it's not.
Archer's more powerful at level 1 than most classes are.
I was saying, no, you
I'm
know what?
two-shotting these things.
Other big thing is that, like, it actually gets AoE early.
%20 chance of becoming straight shot ready. Ooh, okay, it's already different than other things.
Yeah, you now, yeah, it's basically just infinite random chance, more or less.
I like it.
Do you remember if it has to be high quality or not?
I don't think it does. I feel like it didn't. I feel like it didn't. Where are the funguars?
They're a little further in.
There they are. Hey there, you forest funguar. I actually do really like the idea that the quote-unquote combo is just the first attack has a random chance to allow the second attack.
Yeah, no, that's Bart's entire shtick. Is that you do one hit, and then you have a chance to get that's all the fizz range. Is that the dancer is you have two global cooldowns you can hit. Those 2 global cooldowns have a 50% chance to proc 2 different attacks, 2 different global cooldowns you can hit, that then have a 50% chance to get you an off global cooldown button you can hit, which has a 50% chance to give you another off global cooldown you can hit.
I'm assuming there's probably an ability you get at some point that you activate, and like for the duration it increases your chance of getting those.
For Dancer, there's a button that just gives you all of those.
Well, that's fair. That's basically what I mean.
Yeah. Bard has one too. Bard gets one too.
Did I ever sell those things?
I think Machinist gets one. I don't know.
I don't know if I ever sold those things. Did I? I feel like I had a lot of stuff for sale when I left. I need to go. I need to go check my. I need to go check my people.
Might be a good idea.
I feel like I had like several rain colors and some swordfish on the market.
I would not be surprised if you did.
I caught another one of those swordfish. Actually, wait. Does that swordfish for the quest need to be high quality? I don't think it does it?
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Actually, no, I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it's just literally, hey, do the double mooch.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the person... Items for sale, none. I think it was Zamaria. I always had people sell. View sale history? Oh, I sold a bunch of cobalt ore, apparently. Oh, why was I selling rain colors in groups of 5? Do you only need 5?
You might only need 5.
I thought it was 10. Okay, well anyway, sell them in groups of 5, and I was consistently getting 5,938 for them.
Sense.
And then for the Marlins, I was selling them for 7,600.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, it's a good way to make money when people just don't want to do the fishing quests.
Mm-hmm. And I can't really blame them, if I'm gonna be real.
I can. They're bad at the game.
They also just don't have the patience.
So they're bad at the game Final Fantasy 14. I don't know what you want from me. They're bad at the game if they don't have the patience to do the fishing quests.
I got nothing.
Good, you shouldn't. I'm speaking an undisputable fact. That anybody in this game who hasn't done the fishing quests is a big baby.
Hey, I did all mine.
Hey, do I have viewers yet? I want people to yell at me when I say things like that. Welcome back, Lucio. It seems you successfully completed the trial. There are scores of corpses of our various fauna just scattered around. You have proven yourself worthy of a place within these halls. It is with pleasure that I name you an Archer of the Guild. As fellows of the path, let us together strive for greater mastery of our art. Though now you may be a member of the Archers Guild, know that your senior would not coddle you with personal attention. It's up to you to seek out the experiences you need to grow as an archer. By way of a first step, I encourage you to practice proper technique. Loose arrow after arrow, paying close attention to form, until the movement becomes solid second nature. When drawing, your bowstring has become as natural to you as drawing breath, and the world seems clearer when viewed down the shaft of an arrow. Return to me. Go well, my young apprentice. So that is something I've noticed that media has actually started. That was written a long time ago.
And years ago.
But yeah, like, a thing that media in general recent time has gotten a lot better about is that archery is mostly about know how to do one good shot and spend the rest of your life perfecting doing that exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't do, like, different things in archery. You drill the single shot that hits the bullseye into your head for the rest of your life.
Yep. And life is kind of the key word there, because it takes forever to be even a good archer.
I mean, yeah, you can never, like, you can make a perfect shot once in your life.
Stopped.
You will never consistently always make that perfect shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, it's been 2.5 hours. I think it's a pretty good stream for how tired I was when we started.
Indeed.
Especially considering I had an 8-hour workday today.
Mm-hmm. I was surprised you wanted to stream after that.
Yeah, it was just I just felt like it was a nice way to settle down the day after painting all day.
That's fair.
Also, I have archery now. My class list is starting to be almost full.
Yeah. You've got...
I think I need to put in another hotbar. Like, move this one up a little bit and put another one below it.
Not be surprised.
Listen, I still want to play Dancer and Reaper and...
I mean, like I said, this class,
and
very simple.
Mage. And, well, that's already this full, and then I'm sure there's more I still want to play. I actually don't have Gladiator on this character yet. Gladiator's a thing. Oh yeah, Gunbreaker. Yeah, there's definitely more classes I want.
Yeah. You know, level 60 to get 2 of those.
Shh. I'm almost...
You're level 52.
I'm level 59.
Yeah, you have to be level 60 as a Disciple of War Magic.
Screw you.
No. Not my fault.
I'm level I don't have a class where the things backwards are above 60. So
It was an attempt.
yeah, I looked through all my classes and now I'm very, very injured. I changed my clothes so fast many times that I hurt myself.
Bless you. Yes, yes. In fact, I do have a little heel as a dancer. Why do you ask?
Dancer animations are great.
Oh, they're so good.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it. I am very sleepy now. So yeah, that was fun. We beat Garuda. I did Valentino's Day stuff. I did a Dracula voice for like 3 hours.
I'm so sorry.
You should never. I'll be honest. If we got back to the Asians and you didn't mention it, I would have probably forgotten I was doing the Dracula voice for all of them.
Yeah. No, I know. That's my fault.
Like, not even just the white robed one. I was doing it for La Habrea and, well, okay. So to be fair, I probably would have only done it for La Habrea, but the thing is that when we met another Asian, I didn't realize it wasn't La Habrea. So I thought they were the same person, so I just ended up voicing all the Asians as Dracula.
I'm so sorry, everybody. That's on me.
Anyways, yeah, so, I will be back, with another stream within a couple days. It might be Inscription next again, because I do want to get farther in that game, because, you know, that's a fun game. But also, this will forever be my, like, backup stream game for a very long time now, so, yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you the next time I stream. Bye-bye! Last, say bye.
I did say bye. Bye.
You cut out!
Well.
Okay. Bye.